Hello, we'd like to welcome you to the CST 311 online course, Introduction to Computer Networking. I'm Harold Millen, and
I'm Michael Yee, and we'll be your instructors for this course.
The teaching assistant for this class is Abby Packham. We start off with a reminder that our class orientation will be on this Saturday, January the 4th. It will be held from 9:30 a.m. until 11 a.m. We will be going over our class material, and we would like to get your preferences and get some feedback on the class.
this is an opportunity for us to meet you in person. The link is in the News and Announcements forum, and all you have to do is click on the link to join the meeting. There is an agenda for this get-together, and students who attend will get 10 points extra credit.
We look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
The class consists of 8 weeks. We start next week and the class ends on Sunday, March the 1st. The final exam will be on the next to last day of class.
How does the class work? It's like the other online classes you've taken. New material is out each Wednesday. We have a short video intro for each week. Start each week by viewing this video first. It goes over what we'll be doing that week, also has important information on dates, schedules, and other things that are going on with the class.
The videos are short, usually 4 minutes, although as the class progresses, they may be longer, say 6 minutes or so, if more things are happening.
There is a reading assignment in the textbook for each week, generally about a chapter per week. There are a number of videos each week. There's a chapter quiz and chapter homework assignment, lab assignment, and journal. All of that is due by the following Tuesday. So while the class is structured based upon a week for 8 weeks, the week starts on Wednesday and ends on Tuesday. We did that because we understand that many of you are working during the week, and we came up with a schedule to better accommodate your time as it incorporates the weekend as part of the schedule.
The textbook is by James Kouros and Keith Ross. Make sure you get the 7th edition, as the reading assignments denote the pages to read, so if you have the wrong edition, the pages may not match. The rest of class materials are all on iLearn.
The reading and videos for the class are supplemented by hands-on work. You will have programming exercises on basic network communications and design functions. Python is the language that will be used for this class. In addition, you will have the opportunity to peek under the covers of network applications and protocols with an application called Wireshark, which captures and dissects network traffic. You will also have labs based on Mininet. This is a Python-based tool that operates inside a virtual machine and lets you emulate working network configurations. Note that the first Mininet lab, Lab 0, is assigned in week 0 with a delivery date at the end of week 2. This is so that you can get a head start on installing the 4 software packages required for these labs.
There are 3 forums: news and announcements from the TA and the instructors, the discussion forum, and questions for the TA and instructors forum. The news and announcements from the TA and the instructors forum are for important announcements on the class. Only the TA and the instructors can post to this forum. The discussion forum is for students to post questions, ideas, and feedback, and to have discussions about the class.
If you have a question, post it in the discussion forum first, so other students have the opportunity to provide an answer as part of peer learning. Also, an important skill to develop in the technology field is the ability to diagnose and troubleshoot problems. Having the opportunity to answer questions that come up is a good way to practice. To encourage more participation, you will get credit for posting questions, and points are awarded for the best answer as rated by the student posting the question along with the TA or the instructors. While the TA and the instructors monitor the questions and answers and will participate in elaborating on questions in the discussion forum, if you want further discussion with the TA or the instructors, then post a more specific question on this in the questions for the TA and the instructors forum.
Grading is based on a 100-point scale.
Each week there's a chapter quiz and a chapter assignment. There are 10 lab problems and a number of programming assignments. Each of these categories is worth 15% of your grade, as is the midterm. The final is worth 20%. Your journal contributes the remaining 5%.
Here's the letter grade breakout.
A note on late assignments, none will be accepted if they are late by over 2 days, and there is a penalty of 15% off for each day late.
Here are some important dates. The midterm will be held on Saturday, February the 1st, and the final will be held on Saturday, February the 29th, the next to the last day of class.
Extra credit can be earned in several ways. As mentioned earlier, there is interest in having more participation in the discussion forum, and extra credit is awarded for questions, answers, and discussions. From time to time, there may be an extra credit question in the weekly videos. You can also get extra credit for helping us correct any mistakes you find. The extra points for the extra credit are added to the final grade calculation, and you can move up a grade, for example, from a B+ to an A- or a D to a C-. You'll get 10 points extra credit for participating in today's orientation.
Note, these slides are only a summary. You need to read the course curriculum and schedule to get the details. The curriculum also talks about a very important subject on academic integrity, submitting your own work, and the penalty and disciplinary actions for plagiarism.
I'd like to share with you some of my thoughts that should help you with this class. First, the material is not hard, but it's very detailed. Most of you are interested in a career in software development, so you should be no stranger to details, as programming is filled with a lot of details. But there's a lot of terminology, and this takes time to absorb. Furthermore, it builds on previous knowledge, so you can't expect to do it in a short time. You can't cram this, so don't fall behind. Second, I want to talk about honesty. Don't be afraid to ask questions to say you don't know or don't understand something. As the material builds up on previous information, if you don't understand something, you could have problems later understanding new things later that depend on what you didn't understand. So use the discussion forum, contact a TA, contact us. We can respond to you in the forum or an email, and we have office hours you can come to. Again, the material is not hard. Don't fall behind and get help if you don't understand something. Last, and being honest with you, we want to be upfront with you. We have experience with networks from years of working on networks, and we've taught this course many times. The world of technology is constantly changing, and you may have questions on things neither we nor the TA know about. If so, we'll tell you and we'll research the answer for you.
Also, share with us if you have suggestions of better ways to do things and feedback on the course. Tell us how we're doing, and we'll try to accommodate and improve where we can. It's better to know how we can do things better early on than to tell us when the class is nearly over. That way, everyone can benefit. Besides, you can also provide feedback to Kayla.
I like to share a bit of personal philosophy from years of experience working in the computer field that may help you in your career. First, I don't believe in memorizing lots of details. All my exams are open book. In the real world, you can always look things up. What is more important than memorizing details is to understand concepts, how things work, and why they work that way. Understanding concepts, the theory, and how things relate is much more valuable in your career than details that you can look up. So while yes, you do need to memorize some things like the syntax of Python or how to invoke a method or how parameters are passed, but understanding things like data structures so you can apply a stack in an app or knowing when a non-deterministic Monte Carlo algorithm solution is needed, and understanding how network delays and problems affect applications are what will differentiate yourself from other peers. Another item that can make a big difference in your career is on how you apply what you learn. It's a bit too much to do in a one-way medium like this. I will talk more about this in the orientation meeting on Saturday instead. My background is pretty diverse. Education-wise, I have a degree in computer science from UC Berkeley. My master's is in information systems from the Naval Postgraduate School, where I was also part of the PhD program in software engineering. In terms of teaching experience, I've taught several courses over a number of years at CSUMB, including courses on networking, security, C++ programming, and computer architecture. In terms of work experience, I've been in the computer field for over 35 years in both technical and management positions. My career kind of mirrors the industry. I worked as a systems programmer on mainframe computer operating system software. I also worked on application software development and then systems analysis. I love computers and I wanted my own, so I bought the personal computers when they first came out, and I also introduced the PCs to the office. They were standalone devices, and the industry evolved with local area networks to connect them. And I built local area networks to connect machines in the office, and then I built wide area networks using routers to connect the enterprise across our offices in different parts of the country. With connectivity came security problems, which I studied at the Navy Postgraduate School, and then worked with Harold to incorporate security devices such as firewalls, encryption, VPN, and IDS. I've had management positions from software development manager, IT systems manager, to chief security officer. The diverse background I had gave me the edge in later being selected as the organization's chief information officer. So I've been fortunate to have a career of different roles from software development, networks, security, management, and the chief's job.
I spent the majority of my career in the IT field. I've had various positions as an IT executive, IT systems manager, and network engineer. I consider myself very fortunate because I have thoroughly enjoyed this career. I've had a great deal of experience planning and supervising infrastructure projects. These have included large-scale installation and upgrades of enterprise database and application servers, redundant wide-area networks, and personal workstations and the associated software. One of my more interesting projects was designing and directing the installation of a 55-building campus LAN, which incorporated a fiber optic cable plant. As an enterprise IT manager, I directed the installation, upgrades, operations, and maintenance of 24/7 data centers. To enable my staff to perform these tasks effectively, I directed the incorporation of standardized processes in the work routine. I've also managed teams of software developers and testers. I've planned and managed the testing and implementation of various security systems, including VPNs, intrusion detection devices, and firewalls. I was also significantly involved in the implementation of one of the largest smart cards issuance systems in the world. I have 8 years experience teaching computer network and security classes at CSUMB, CST 311, CST 312, and CST 313. I have been certified as a Cisco Network Academy instructor. I received my master's degree in electrical engineering from Stanford University and my bachelor's degree from the U.S. Coast Guard Academy. Okay, I think that's enough about us.
Okay, so for this week, read the course curriculum and review the course schedule.
Review the agenda for the class orientation and attend the orientation session on this Saturday, January the 4th at 9:30 a.m.
We both look forward to meeting all of you on Saturday.